I see people using their hips. I see people standing up well. I see the frame for the girl. I don't see any jacking up of this or anything like that, yeah? Already within those first 3 seconds, because the judge only has like 4 or 5 seconds to watch you, I would call you back for that, just what you guys demonstrated. Yeah, so that's nice. What's the next step? Natural top. Oh my gosh, okay. So, okay.
Might not have time for that.
Yeah, we probably don't. So what's after natural top? Closed hip twist. Oh, okay. Okay, we probably don't have time for anything else. Do you guys have any questions?
Do you want us to just put our foot over the part of our foot, or do you want us just to articulate through the foot as you move the hip over the parts of the foot?
Okay, I like that question. When I'm talking about 1, 2, and 3 with your hip, I'm talking about you're on the foot and your hip's going 1, 2, 3. But my weight doesn't change. My weight doesn't change. I'm on the foot, my hip goes 1, 2, 3. I'm not like traveling forward, I'm traveling back over my foot. I'm just talking about where my hip is in relationship to my foot. Make sense? So whenever you dance, you get on the foot, then you let your hip do its thing. Make sense? That's why it's so crucial to get on your standing leg as soon as possible. Because once you get on your standing leg, I work around the foot, I place the foot. I get onto an understanding leg, I work around the foot, I place the foot. Make sense? Does that answer your question? Kind of? Okay. Any other questions? That was a good question, by the way.
How could we practice this?
How can you practice this?
Yes,
Oh.
like, are we going to be able to
Okay.
constantly at almost?
I'll tell you guys the way I like to practice when I practice, and this is an answer to your question. There's different kind of dynamics you can do with certain things. I'll just give you like 2 or 3 dynamics. So I can do like, say, a New Yorker and cha-cha, and when I do it, I can have an impact dynamic. I can go impact and be done, right? Or say I can have a impulse dynamic where I go impulse and cha-cha-cha, right? I can just do different dynamics. My favorite dynamic is actually called the stretch dynamic. Is when actually you take your figure and you stretch your body, you create your resistance as much as possible. So I'm trying to be in space, I'm trying to create resistance, use my muscles. Use my muscles and stretch every freaking part of my body. That's how I like to practice. So when you practice this stuff, instead of thinking about all of it, because it's gonna, I mean, yeah, you do need to think about all of it. Sorry. But one of the best ways to do is to let your body tell you where it needs to go. Because again, this stuff wasn't created, it was discovered. Well, I mean, yeah, it depends on, I guess, your choice in religion, whether this was created or not. But what I'm saying is this stuff, right, it was all discovered. Because it's like you have a left arm and a right arm and a head. Oh, I've got a left arm, a right arm, and a head. We function the same, yeah? So if anything, let your body discover where it wants to go. Because this hip action thing, it's natural for a lot of you people, yeah? So for me, I just like to use all my muscles when I do it and try to create my own resistance. Make sense? Does that answer your question?
I'm going to add to that real quick. Do what he's done today. So did you just take all those concepts and dance the entire routine over and 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 over? No. You took a piece and you applied it and you worked on that until, okay, that seems like it's working. Next piece, let's work on that. Next piece. Da-da-da-da-da-da, all the way through. Chop it into pieces, work on it bite size, apply it, get it functioning, then put it all together. Okay? I think sometimes we're missing that in our individual competition practices, okay, which I'm not there with you, you're on your own, right? Okay? So take these concepts that he's given you, chop your routines up, practice bits and pieces, get them working, okay? Match your free arms. Match your expressions and your face and your performance, okay? Get the whole picture going in bite-sized pieces, okay?
Sweet. All right. Any more questions? Anything else?